Hey, how you doing? It's Friday, May the 6th. I have received from some love mail from Old Broad. That's her name on YouTube, Old Broad. As you can see right there. I just love her. She does product reviews, also makeup looks, and great conversation. She's a very wonderful person. A sense of her humor. Terribly belated. I'll answer this. Love you too. I got this a couple of days ago, but have not been in the mood, not whatsoever, to be on the air, not at all. Ellen MC, I received your letter yesterday. Thank you so very much. Your letter kind of has me on here right now. Granny loves you so much, sister. Thank you so much for caring. So we'll just open this box up, talk a little bit. Ahead of time, to all the mothers and grandmothers out there, happy Mother's Day. If you celebrate, happy Mother's Day. Oh, yes, indeed. I sent my daughter-in-law, well, I won't say because she might be watching, but I sent her, she knows she's going to get a little pink envelope. Just because you can be challenged at times, it does not mean that you can't extend yourself in a small way. You would be amazed how some very kind words, they're very priceless. They're more priceless words are more priceless. Kind and loving and caring words are more priceless than tangible gifts at times. Can we agree? And the just because type of gifts, no specific holiday, you know, just thinking of you card, that kind of thing. And you can go to the Dollar Tree and get a just thinking about you card, or an encouraging card, or even sending someone a note just to let them understand that they are valuable and they are loved. Yesterday I had a wonderful meal and with two strangers. What happened was I got done taking care of that, what I just said, from a daughter-in-law, and I'm driving by and I see this cart right at the Burger King, and I see the cart and it's loaded with things. And so I was just prompted via the Holy Spirit to turn around for the two young men that were standing there and to get them something to eat. So I says, well, I can do the dollar menu. So I went up to the light, I did a U-turn and came back, and I pulled in, and I'm peeping at them, and I'm at the drive-through and they're about to leave. I go, hold up just a minute. I'm gonna get you something to eat. Okay, ma'am. Two young boys, one African-American boy and one Caucasian boy, just friends dealing. And so I got 6 cheeseburgers, 3 French fries, and 3 small sodas, and we had a conversation. And then we had a hug, and then we had a prayer. I said, you'll see me again. I said, just look for this itty-bitty little black car, and we'll do this again. I just got out of my car, and we just sat there, or stood there, really, in the parking lot having a conversation. I said, you know something? I was saying to them, I'm getting this open slowly but surely, and I apologize for the noise of the opening of the package. I know some of you have earbuds and headphones on, and crinkly, noisy sounds can be very irritating to the ear, especially if you're not expecting that. So I do apologize for that. And as I went through the drive-through, I had just left the tree, the Dollar Tree, and you know I love my dark chocolate coconut treats, and they're $1. I had 2 of them, and the young lady, as I drove up, I was about to leave, and I handed it to her and said, "Happy Mother's Day." Isn't that what the Lord Jesus Christ did as he walked around, not only healing, but just feeding and giving little things? You don't have to give up $100 to help someone. I'm lowering this down. I'm hoping to defray from some of the noise. But you would be surprised if you if you pray and you open your mind a little bit. The Father will open your eyes as to who has need. And spending $4 or $6 on someone and having a conversation, you know. It is the greatest feeling in the world to help somebody. I love helping people in a itty bitty tiny little way. You don't know what their mindset is. You don't know what they're thinking about doing. You don't even know if a person is thinking about harming themselves. You just don't know, and it doesn't make you think that you're holier than thou or better than someone else, or you're trying to gain brownie points or anything like that. You do little small tiny things for people because you're the Father's, you know, you're his hands and feet. You're his boots on the ground, so to speak. And you would be amazed at one tiny little thing that you do. You know, you can change a person's life. You can let them know that in a set of negative circumstances on this planet, you know, that you should not give up hope, that there are still people in this world that do love from the heart and do care, you know. And I took these 2 little boys. Oh yes, and I had a couple of flip top cans that I got from the tree. One of the spaghetti and meatballs, and the other of ravioli. And all you got to do is flip the top. You know they're cooked. And I just gave one to each of them. I says, you know, I'm sorry I don't have any forks or anything, but you know, and the one young man, you need it right out of the can. I go, exactly. And then I told them, you know, as we were conversing about how I had John, the homeless man that lived with me for 2 months, I told him that story, you know. And I think I had expressed to you before that North Carolina is my school. It's my school. I came here for what I thought would be a marriage. And it turned out that it was a school learning how to love, learning how to make it on meager funds, learning how to budget, learning how to really love and care about people. Not, I love you, and then I'm driving by and they're broke down and I just try to pretend like I don't see them. You know, no, not words, not phony words of love, you know. Really, really caring about people. And I think that's what I want this talk to be. And I'm praying to the Father that every word that I'm saying is heard, that things aren't delayed or muffled. I'm hoping that the Father will grant that to me. I have been doing a lot of praying. I've been doing a lot of soul searching within myself, you know, searching my character, wanting to be completely open as I possibly can and 100% honest, you know. There's the top of the package. So I'm going to open this up. I don't know if I have my glasses here. I love her videos because she'll go through a series of product demonstrations, and she will give her honest opinion. Oh, yes, she will. Just trying to see if I have my glasses in my purse. I was quite depressed and so on and so forth. But, I'm not turning on the camera to boo-hoo. Y'all see enough boo-hoo arguing and fussing on the internet. You don't tune into someone to see boo-hoo as far as, I don't know, just boo-hooing. The sharing a sad experience and wanting someone to pray for you, that's one thing. But if I'm coming on here, what I mean by boo-hooing is complaining. Y'all see enough of that. You don't need to see anymore. Oh. She does a lot of mask videos, the masks that you put on. And she has included several within her package of love. Thank you so much, sister. Yes, I really, really need this, especially for my big, chunky, hammy toes. As I go to trim them across, there's always that portion of the nail. It's kind of a hangnail, so to speak. And with the curve of this, you can get in really, really well. Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm doing. Yes, cuticle. Okay. I should perhaps look before I speak now, shouldn't I? Oh, goodness gracious, I feel your love. Thank you so much. Thank you for your prayers. And free to be me, Barbie. Thank you for your concern. Thank you. Ion Curl Solutions. For thick, coarse, curly, and wavy hair. Right up my alley, sister. Right up my alley. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I feel like it's Christmas and Mother's Day. And Thanksgiving and all the rest. But as I'm speaking, I'm feeling a sense of love and joy just coming toward me. Don't be discouraged. And this is just wonderful. Get into some serious cleansing with this. Thank you so very much. I can combine that with the soaps that I received. Now, can't I? This is just wonderful. Excuse me, itchy nose. Itchy nose is from the makeup. You put makeup on, it kind of travels. Even though you clean your nose, you feel a little tickling. She's wrapped these ever so carefully. And I'm going to reuse this bubble stuff. You know how we do, girls, right? You set the boxes to the side and the packaging. You can reuse that as you choose to send out your gifts of love. Don't mean to be dawdling, but I like to take my time. I haven't been on in a couple of weeks. I think it's been a couple of weeks. Okay, this is Hot Passion. Thank you, whoever this company is, for making this nice and large and in charge so that we gals can read. I hope you're all doing okay. Ladies, that is one hot mama color. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. Oh my goodness gracious. I love my reds. I'm stuck in 1982. The silent disco ball is going above my head. This is also a very pretty color. Isn't that lovely? Oh yes, indeed. And also with the giving and I'm just trying to read this. I'm going to hold this up very closely. Pre-mel, I can't see it quite that well, but you can see it. It's a very pretty color. I'm so excited. Carmex Moisture Plus. Hydrating lip balm. Hydrating lip balm, my friends. If you hear at a distance a bumping, that's my phone, which might be telling me that some of you are leaving comments. And literally, my phone is telling me what you're doing. Well, what some of you are doing. Avita Botanical Kinetics Eye Cream. Woohoo! Oh, I'm excited about that. Thank you so much, sister. I've been very introspective, and when I'm talking about what I believe in, I don't push that on any one of you, not at all. But I just to share the love that the Lord has shown me and how He, pulled me up and out of that funk, so to speak. We all go through the funky moments, don't you? I'm not talking about boom, ba boom, boom, funk. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to hold that rather closely to the camera. And then we'll open it so you can look at it. This is a lovely color. Let's see. Between a peachy pink, let's just say, my friends. I've got a lamp right here if my hair looks like it is exploding. Yeah, I hadn't done anything with my hair for 2 weeks. I kid you not. My hair was scarved for almost 2 weeks straight. And I worked for personal reasons. I did not do much work last week. It was a very, last week was a very psychologically and emotionally very, very difficult week for me. But it's all good. We're not expected to, while we're on this planet, to have every day be a hallelujah, joyous day. And that is why I don't get on the air, if I'm feeling a certain set way, because I don't want to put that on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. I try my best not to do that. I get angry sometimes and upset. Socializer late nights. Okay, Grandma's trying to understand what this is. I don't have my Elizabeth Grant. Let's see where. Yeah, Elizabeth Grant. And forgive me if I'm ignorant. There's a brush. Now I'm going to realize what this is after I get. Hold on, let's see if I can see some of the lettering, my friends. I apologize, sister. I am ignorant about a lot of products. Yes, I am. I'm not going to sit here and front with you that I understand every product. I don't. I really don't. And some of you have been so kind, like with the nail polish, the dark nail polish I received that had the magnet on it. 3 of you left comments to let me understand that you paint it on, you paint it on, and then you literally hold the magnet over, and the metal particles will kind of go up, be drawn to the magnet, and leave a design. So I did try it and left sort of an S-shaped design, but I didn't realize that. And I'm not ashamed to say I don't understand. If I don't, how am I going to find out unless I say, hey, girls, I don't know what this, can you help me? I don't know what this product is or how to use it. I'm going to ask you. Why not? I'm going to sit there and look at it in ignorance. I'm going to ask you because a lot of you know so much more about products than I do. Of course you do. Of course you do. Ooh, eye wrinkle cream. Oh, honey, I want to put this over my whole body. Can we get rid of some of my cellulite with this? Oh, look at the packaging. Isn't the packaging so pretty? Oh, hold on. Can we open that? It's so good to see you. It smells pretty good. It smells pretty pure. Nice and creamy looking. Maybe I'll look, instead of 56, I'll look 54 the next time you see me. Can we peel off 2 years, my friends? And the Ion product of the Ion brand again, Repair Solutions. Ooh, oils. 100% vegan. Repairing oil treatment. Oh, girl, thank you. It's kind of funny. I was thinking about the oils lately. And look at this. Goodness gracious, woman. Y'all pardon me, I just talk like that. Goodness gracious, woman. You know how we talk, how girls talk among themselves. You were sitting right here, I go, hey girl, what's up? You come on. You know, I'm not gonna be, you know, I just have to be myself. Y'all wouldn't want it any other way now, would you? You know, who in the world's gonna get on here and not be trying? What am I doing? Who in the world's gonna try to get on here and get on here in front or whatever you want to call it? Oh, Cara Minerals hair smoothing system, smoothing leave-in conditioner. Oh, honey, I need that badly. Look close. See all those flyaways from broken hairs because of how I bleach. Look at that. Look at the alfalfa action happening. And there's the product I just described. I just wanted to read it so you could see it. I wanted to do something. Can you give me a moment to get something? Give me a second. I'm way late with this, kids. Now, I'm supposed to heat this up. And it has not been available at Walmart. So this is my for $4.90 something cents or $3.90 something cents. I think it's $4.90 something. You see that young lady right there? Yes, indeed. You know, these were not available. So I'm going to slip this. I mean, I could taste the sliver, but I want to do it the way they say. They say you got to put it in the oven. Should I be naughty and taste the sliver cold? Oh, goodness gracious. I opened the box. And you can smell that. Now, it says best used by the 10th. There's the date. And I was getting my usual, you know how I like the carrot cake torte, the little torte that I buy? It's my little naughty. And so I said, hold on. It smells scrumptious. Now, it's been sitting on the counter. I know I'm supposed to heat it. Oh, I don't know why I'm so ignorant. Pardon my junky living room. But we're gonna let's slice this. I think maybe I'll mention this in the title once this becomes a video. It smells really good. And I'll tell you what, this is a hot commodity. It was very hard, you know, since last year. I couldn't get a Pattie LaBelle pie. I love sweet potato pie. Excuse me. So let's see if we'll just get a little slice out. Well, it comes out pretty nice. Hold on. I'm trying to get that to the camera. That is what the Pattie LaBelle pie looks up. Sweet potato pie looks like close up, my friends. There's a close up. So let's try. Oh my gosh. No joking around. This is really, really good. You know how good? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's a really good pie. My hips are screaming. If you take another sliver, we're going to plop out on you and your pants are not going to come off. You're gonna need some. You're gonna need some axle grease and and a spatula to get your pants off. I just dripped a crumb on the carpet, and the cat's having fun down there. Well, Miss LaBelle, Pattie LaBelle is a music icon. Love her. Love her. And as we say, where I was raised up, that woman can throw down in the kitchen. Translation, she's an excellent cook. I'm gonna set this to the side. Half that pie will be gone before. It's gonna be gone on the weekend. Guaranteed it's gonna be gone. I mean, I'm gonna put it, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it in the oven. You're supposed to put it in the oven, okay? If you get it. It's a delicious, delicious pie, for goodness sakes. Let's put the glasses back on so I can tell you. Preheat the oven to 300 degrees. Remove the pie from the box. Bake 10. There's your instructions. Look at that. Look at that face. I give her a 10 out of 10. At least for my palate, that is a good pie. I can taste all the nutmeg. I can taste the different spices in it, and it smells good, at least to me. And I'm going to on my love mail there, I'm going to have Old Broad's channel in the description bar once this becomes a video. So, what's been going on in your world? You love the lovely car seat right there. By the way, you see that right there? That rack is normally over here. It's always that thing is made of steel. It's always in front of my door before I go to bed. You know, though it's been very quiet and very peaceful in the complex. I grew up in the housing projects. You always put something in front of your door. I have other things. Let's just say I'm all set before I go to bed. Won't leave it at that. I can make a phone call, and no less than 4 vehicles would be downstairs. I have some really good, loving friends. And the homeless man I told you about, of course, he's no longer homeless. His name is John. And he, now has a place to live, so on, with friends, so on and so forth. And that's one of the last things that he said to me. I'm one phone call away, and if you ever need anything, just give me a call. And that's a good friend to have. It's a good friend to have. I'll never forget when he came in, and I told you he was sort of walking behind, walking with his head down, as he came. And I told him to go take a shower, and he went in there and he showered and he shaved, and when he came out of the shower, he was sort of had his shoulders back, and as he walked down my mini teeny aisle here, and we sat on the couch. As he walked towards me, he was a different human being. He kind of got a sense of himself back. When you're out there on the streets like that, you are so busy trying to eat and to survive and to live, you lose, kind of a little bit who you are. You compartmentalize things when you're out there. Excuse me. And I do realize that for some that we give to, they may go and get a can of beer. Some may not. And there's a small percentage that are just out there hustling, and they aren't even homeless. We all know that. But you're rolling the wheel and saying, okay, it's just $2, $5, whatever it is. Excuse me. For the chance that the wheel will land on needy, really in need. And that's why, the ones of us that do it, that's why we do it. I'm nobody. I'm here in my little 1-bedroom apartment with my artwork purchased at garage sales and the dollar store, and you know, gifts and secondhand clothing. And this glass is broken on this thing, but I love it because it belonged to my mom. You know, that's who you're looking at. Uh, on another subject, I do think, you know, that things are going to be changing in the country, my friends. I think a lot of you that are a spiritual type of people, let's just say, and you're reading into your word and you're praying, you're sensing those changes. So, in my humble opinion, those of you that do read should stay prayed up and ask God to give you wisdom and understanding. I fervently seek wisdom and pretty much some common sense about things, you know, to differentiate between what's real and what's hype, and not letting the circumstances, what's happening in your family, if there's negative arguing and things that are happening in your family or with your job or just situations, you know, don't let, I mean, you have to deal with that, but don't let too much of that get in the way of your praying, you know. Um, I think that if things get tight and tough in this country, as I would believe, in my opinion, that are going to happen, you're going to need to be around like-minded people who think the way that you do, you know. And I keep hearing that, for instance, the two boys that I just, you know, shared conversation and a meal with, you would be surprised at how that comes around full circle. If you happen to be out and about and you're in distress, how God will bring those folks back to help you. I know that sounds kind of goofy and crazy, but you would be amazed at how the scripture does say that you are entertaining angels unaware. I'm driving, I see the cart. When I see a cart, I immediately look for the person, and I'm looking and I see the person and I'm approaching and I stop. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake you. You're on the desk. And just real hard at me, turn around and go enjoy a meal. Go enjoy a meal with some new friends. Yeah. Miss Fancy's doing just fine. We got in about 20 hours worth of work this week. Oh, that's just how it goes sometimes. It'll go, you know, where there's enough, or if a project is complete, you know, you just go home, that kind of thing. And that's just how it goes sometimes. Right, Boo Boo? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yes. Now look up and say hi. It's my lucky black cat. Oh, sometimes I wish she could talk. But I bet you she's glad that she can't. Yeah. They sense when you're not feeling just so. You pet owners out there understand exactly what I'm saying. Your pets are like a member of the family. Yes, they are. And there are times where go to work, come home, take a shower, put on your baggy pajamas and slip into the bed and just sleep. I did a lot of sleeping. A lot of sleeping. And my daughter-in-law has been such a great help to me. Love you, Jessica. I love you so much. And I think that's about all I have for you at this time. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'd like to talk about. I believe in praying for the people that you would think that wouldn't like you, praying for the one that you've just argued with. Um, I was watching a video about a particular subject matter, and then I was watching another video which was kind of a response to that subject matter, as these two folks are a little bit just slightly disgruntled with one another. Uh, Ladies, just remember there is no YouTube in heaven. There's no sweet potato pie in heaven, but I'm pretty sure that the Lord will provide something more scrumptious than we could ever imagine. Yeah, I don't mean to sound morbid or anything like that, girls. I don't mean to sound like that. But once you're lived more than half your life, when you start to read and you pray a little bit, you do tend to think about that as the years go. As you get older and older and older, you start to think about that, and you start to wonder about the joys of that. I have each and every one of you in a group in prayer, and I hope that my sister Africa, that was in the hospital, may still be in the hospital. I hope that if you're watching this, sister, I hope that all is well. I've been praying for you. I want you to be encouraged. And Sister Jeannie, lead me to peace, Jeannie. Ellen MC, you are a wonderful cheerleader. Thank you for your love. Thank you for really caring about me. I appreciate that so greatly. Thank you so much. Your note, it lit up my day. Yes, it did. Thank you so much. Kind words in anyone's direction, you'd be surprised at what a difference that will make to somebody. And I think that's about it. I really don't have anything else new to report. I did, buy some things, groceries or whatever. I did. I just didn't feel like doing one of those kinds of videos of a haul. I don't know. I just felt like, yeah, I'll see so much of that, and that you would find it a little bit boring. So I just didn't do it. Hopefully, the master will give me some subject matter to discuss. I love each and every one of you. Yes, I do. And you are collectively in my prayers for that peace and for healing and to receive joy. So many of us, let me put this mouse down. So many of us, if I was feeling that way, where when I watch news events and I watch man's inhumanity to man, how people treat one another, when they're treating each other badly. When I'm out and about and I see more homeless people around here, and I see more empty apartments out here, and I think about some situations that some folks had made me aware of in their lives. I kind of feel their sorrow, so to speak. I don't know how else to describe this. And I got to be so careful with that. I told you the empty hours. You got to be so careful to feel yourself in the empty hours. So when I'm to go to bed, I have this on, and my daughter-in-law will play gospel music or that type of music in the evening um, as her and the children are going to sleep, so that they fall asleep to that, you know. And what I try to do is I'll have a sermon, and then I'll hit the blue auto play on the upper right hand side, and I'll have a number of sermons or a playlist, and I'll have that playing as I fall asleep. The other thing I want to tell you about was this. I can't believe I didn't start with this, but it's just coming to me now. My straw. I had this dream. It was very vivid. It's going to sound really weird, kind of gross in a way. I was dreaming, and my face on this side, started to feel very tight. And they literally had 3 growths on my face. And I put my hand up, and all of a sudden felt relief, and I removed this round circle of a shape off of my face. And I opened it, and it dropped to the ground, and there was a chain within it and fetters, a black chain and fetters. There were a growth on my face hidden by skin. That was the dream, very vivid. And I'm sitting there trying to understand what in the world does that mean? Having on your face chains and fetters literally growing out of your face. And then the other portion of the dream, how dreams switch, was a line of people in the bank. And you had to have a receipt in your hand, and you had to walk up to another place and put your number in. You had a specific number that was assigned to you in this dream. And the line was getting longer and longer. People were trying to get their money out of the bank. And that was all in the same dream. Now, it was told to me, the chain portion of the dream was that I feel chained to something that is very unpleasant, hence it growing out of the face, the unpleasantness of that and the pain of that. And they said maybe it's that job that's bothering you so. And maybe in your subconscious you're feeling pain about it, and you're feeling chained to it, and you want to be set free from that. And maybe you're wanting to be with Tim. You want to break free of where you're living, and you want to be with him. Those were the thoughts that were given to me about that. What are your thoughts about that? What do you think about that dream? Literally growing, growing, this growth of chains and fetters. I found that very interesting. And I didn't remember it at first. And then a few moments after I awakened, whatever, I remembered that dream. It was very, very vivid. The portion of the dream about the bank really got me because of the end times and how the country of Greece, where people were lined up trying to get money out of the ATM. I mean, it fell financially. And then there were people lined up to get their money out, and literally it ran out of money, you know. It's a horrible, horrible thing. God bless and keep them. A horrible financial crisis that they experienced and are still experiencing. And from what I'm understanding, that's going to happen country to country and eventually happen right here. Which is why I say you have to be ready, because your money won't mean anything at one point, in my humble opinion. That's just my humble opinion. I know I sound goofy. That's why it's good to have cooked food and canned goods and a few select things available if we do run out of power, and if your cell phone does not work, and also if all of a sudden the power does stop and the cell phones do stop, that your family members that are in school or that are out and about all have an understanding of where to congregate if something like that were to happen. to congregate at the person's home who has all those supplies, including a medical kit and water and a way to cook outside and protection and all these different kinds of things, is all I'm saying. Anyways, thank you so very much for your patience with me and for watching this video. Keep the faith and keep your father real close. Bye, everybody.